Transphobia or croc slander? Not welcome in Clovemas, I'll tell you that much. Hey y'all, welcome to Cloveroom, and perhaps more excitingly, Merry Clovemas. Because yes, I'm doing Clovemas this year. I have talked about this on my Instagram, but I meant to do a post on my community tab, and you'll forgive me if I forgot to do that. But I am doing Clovemas this year, so this is not going to be an everyday or daily vlogmas. This is going to be a little bit more of a generous take on my spirit and my bandwidth at this particular moment. But I will be posting pretty much every other day from December 2nd or 3rd, whenever I get this up, till Christmas Eve, till December 24th. And I could not be more excited. I just wanted to really get into the holiday spirit this year. I think I need it. I think a lot of us need it. And I've always loved watching people's takes on Vlogmas, so I knew I wanted to do one of my own. And I'm glad I'm not doing it every day because I made a list as if I was going to do it every day, and some of those videos ideas were just like a little bit half-cooked, or maybe just, would be doing it to post. But I feel really, really good about the 12 videos I'll be posting. Oh, and it's not just Clovemas, it's the 12 days of Clovemas, because I'll be posting 12 videos during Clovemas. Mind of a mastermind, y'all. And this is not just going to be me. I am doing some collabs with some very exciting creators. Some creators I know y'all love, I love, I'm friends with. I mean, to tease it, it's gonna involve Joan Didion. We're gonna do some post-90s grunge moments. There's gonna be a lot of gender euphoria. There's actually gonna be a chance, if you're a creator, gonna be a chance for you to also express your gender euphoria through makeup, through perhaps a TAG video. It's just gonna be really exciting. I'm super excited. So go ahead and subscribe if you aren't already, because I'm gonna be posting some really, really great content, I think, this month. Again, in collaboration with some fabulous fellow creators. Like this video if you do enjoy it. It helps me a lot in the wild, wild west of the YouTube algorithm. And let's just get into what we're actually doing today, which I haven't even said yet. I just wanted to make a really cheesy, really grubby, I'm eating, grabbing all my plasticky things that I want off the shelves and shoving them on my wish list. And that's just that. This video is a wish list. It's basically my giant holiday wish list. Very much, I just compiled some things that I would love to receive as gifts for Christmas. I will probably not get the majority of these, and that's fine. And I will probably not buy the majority of these for myself if I don't get them, which is also fine. I'm just taking a break because what I mostly do, if you're not familiar, is conscious consumerism, telling you not to buy things, don't buy from that sale is a marketing ploy, not a good deal, etc., etc. This video, I'm letting go of that just a little bit and just being a little bit materialistic and a little bit daydreamy about wanting all of these things. If you remember, if I'm 29 and my childhood was like at the end of the Sears wish book era. I still remember when I was like, single digits kid. I don't think I ever even got anything I like circled, or, I would make lists from that book and be like, Mom, Dad, I want all of this from Sears. And I would not get any of it. I mean, I had very good Christmases as kids. Let's not get it twisted. But just, I don't know why my parents didn't buy from Sears. And no one bought from Sears. And now Sears, does Sears still exist? I don't know. But this is kind of my beauty aesthetic take on a Sears wish book. I kind of just thought about all the things I would love to receive as gifts and made a list out of them, and I want to talk about why I want somebody to give it to me. I don't know if I necessarily want to buy most of the stuff, but I just want it as presents, and I think I deserve it because it's been a tough week. All right, let's get into it. The first thing that I really want for Christmas is the new Shine by SD X Glam Smitty collab that has just been revealed. I don't think it's available yet. I think it's available really, really soon. Specifically, so there's I think it's Forest something and Mystic Dreams. I want the Mystic Dreams part because it's very much iridescent lavender, cool tones. And if you know me, I am very much lavender is a neutral. When I say I'm more into neutral eyeshadow now, that includes lavenders for me. I just feel very at home, very euphoric, very femme in lavender shadows. And I've been wanting, and I think next year after my no-buy is over, I'm really going to make a conscious effort to explore more of the indie shadow world. I actually have some ideas of content I want to do around that. But this collection, One Glam Smitty, seems really cool. I was actually not familiar with her before this collab, which I don't know how, because I feel like a lot of people I follow and really like are very good friends with her. But she has a great account. I follow her now. And just the curation and creation she's done on this collection looks super impressive. And Multichromatica and Andromeda did like a collab that launched today on Instagram of them wearing the eyeshadows from this collection. And both looks beautiful. But Multichromatica, he did the Mystic Dream side. Oh, baby girl, baby them, baby boy. They look so good. They're so sparkly and fun, and I could just see how I could just have those in a little palette, and then I could use the mattes I already own, and we could create our own palettes. I mean, you know, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, we're building our own palettes, right? That's just not something I actually can do that, and I'm maybe doing that this clovemas with building my own palettes, but I don't have... The special shades in my collection are pretty much all housed in like a Pat McGrath palette or like Phytosurgence single pot. Like all the really sheer sparkly topper glitter-esque shadows, I don't have those as singles, which is why I want to get more into the indie shadow world. It just seemed... Has anyone been sick this entire month? Like I got over it technically like weeks ago, and I still the mucus is mucusing. This just seems like the perfect thing for me to buy. And if I wasn't on a no-buy, I would probably just go ahead and buy it because... Or at least some of the shades. Especially from the Mystic Dream side. There's also one that's like a warm... It actually reminds me of my favorite ColourPop Super Shock shadow. It's like warm, neutral, a little bit cool. Just like kind of like an indistinguishable dark brown with a lot of glitter in it. It reminds me a lot of Almost There from ColourPop, which I still have kind of just for nostalgia's sake. I think I need to use it like tomorrow. Anyway, it reminds me of that. So I really have been curious about Shine by SD. If I bought it, I would probably try to, if they still have it in stock, try to pick up some of Riley from Seeking Shifts collabs too. I mean, Homeless Tom doesn't like shut up about Ice Blink. I would really love to make a Shine by SD purchase is basically what I'm saying. Or even better, I would love for somebody to make that purchase for me and then mail it to my house or present it to me in a beautifully wrapped gift. And I'm like, oh, for me? And, you know, all that. I will say Riley's collab that she did a bit ago with Shine by SD is still available on their website. So it seems like when they do collab with creators, they keep the shades around for a while, the shadows around, and restock and such. So I am pretty positive I can get these after my no-buy. But wouldn't they be a gorgeous present to receive? I think so. Next on my list is another beauty item. I really, really want to try the Ritual de Fille Thorn Oil. That, like, bloody oil, everyone. Oh, that's funny, because it's, like, a bloody oil, but also, like, the British slang of being like, that bloody oil, you know? That's funny. I have seen Teresa's dad talk about this for the absolute longest time. She's obsessed with it. She's somebody who has really robust and vast makeup collection, and she like empties this product out, which is how you know like it's a favorite. I know Tom enjoyed it. Maybe it wasn't like their favorite primer, but they did really enjoy it when they tried it out. I have really dry skin. Not really dry. My skin's a lot drier now after being on HRT for a bit, and I love a face oil. I've been using the Phytosurgence face oil, which I've been wanting to try for a really long time. The regenerative face oil. It is gorgeous. It's really stunning. I love it. Skin loves an oil. Like my skin actually craves an oil during the fall and winter. I notice a real difference if I'm not using an oil with my dryness and my just like the vibrance of my skin. So I've never done like an oil primer or anything like that, but I think my skin would really like it. I have used like skincare oils before applying makeup, and I've never had trouble, especially after being on HRT. Never had trouble with that interfering with makeup just because my skin drinks moisture up so aggressively these days. I really want to try this, and I just want to try Ritual de Fille. I had a lot of Ritual de Fille items on this list, but I wanted to narrow it down and not just talk about like one brand for like 5 products. And I think I would like to be gifted the Thorn oil the most because one, it's really expensive. It's like so expensive for a primer. It's supposed to be a beautiful skincare oil, so I sort of get it, but it is extravagantly pricey, in my opinion. And it is the type of thing where I would maybe buy some of the less expensive items before I would buy this. So it just would be kind of be the perfect gift for me, because it's not something I necessarily am dying or is possible for me to buy for myself, but I don't want to say desperately want it, but I covet it. I sure covet it. So yeah, if anybody wants to buy me a $60 face oil, my DMs are actually, they're closed because I get some weird DMs. The next thing I want for Christmas. Oh, I wanted to add, a note on holiday inclusivity. I celebrate Christmas, clearly. And I say clearly because I've been mentioning Christmas throughout this video and things I want for Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. I'm not using that as, or I'm doing my best not to use that as a substitute for the more general holiday and more inclusive holidays. I know a lot of y'all probably don't celebrate Christmas, celebrate, another holiday, or you might just not celebrate anything at all this time of year. So I'm going to do my best to use holidays and holiday when I'm trying to be general. For this is my wish list, and the holiday I celebrate personally is Christmas, so that's why I'm saying Christmas. But throughout Clovemas, I'm going to try to be good about that. The Kosas Glow IV. I have mentioned this before in videos where I duped the vibes of my Sephora cart video, which I'll link, etc., YouTube plug. I just desperately want this product. This one I desperately want. It's more than a covet. And this is one I'm going to buy for myself after my no-buy. I want to use up my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter before I do that. I probably don't need it now, but I just love that it's like, I know this product got horrible reviews. I'm interested in the fact that it's detectable on the skin, or more detectable than Hollywood Flawless filter or a Glow Lust. And I'm interested in the fact that it has like actual glitter in it and shimmer in it. I don't know. There's something about it, like when I swatch it in Sephora, I want it. Like I want to be able to mix it into foundations. I want to wear it all over my face. Want to wear it as a liquid highlight. I just really, and I may end up hating it, but it's just something I want to try and see if it's like a misunderstood, like Island on the Misfit Toys product that actually is doing something incredible. But that is definitely one that is on my wish list, and I would love to not have to buy it for myself, because it's priority, maybe not number one, but it's a priority after my no-buy to purchase that, I think. Next is kind of like two products, or really just like the idea of a product. I want a really dewy femme berry bitten pinch cheek blush, which I've never wanted in my life. I've always been very opposed to like that sort of like berry like thing, but I've just really been, clearly I've been really liking pink blushes lately. They make me feel really femme. I've talked about this, how my relationship with blush has changed a lot as I've accepted and leaned more into my femininity. And I used Saie Mauveglow today. I used it in forever, and I've been craving like a pink dewy blush, and I really do like it. I just want something that's like a little bit more purple and like berry, like plummy than this for the winter. And it is one of those unfortunate things with my no-buy where there are these winter items that I want where I'm like, are they going to be worth getting after my no-buy, since I'd be wearing them so much in December, and obviously I can't buy them until January, etc. Hence where a gift giving comes in. I have pinpointed a couple of items that I think would fulfill this quality. I would probably still do a little bit more shopping on my own if I was going to buy this for myself. I would still want to comparison shop a little bit more. But the two that I have on my wish list are the Ilia multistick in a fine romance and the Milk stick blush in Quickie. I saw on Milk's Instagram page someone use Quickie that was around my skin tone, because it looks very, very dark in the component. But blended out, I think, with creams you can kind of finesse the cheek colors a little bit more. If it was a powder, it would definitely be too dark for me, I think. But I think sheared and blended out, I think it would look gorgeous. I swatched it today in Sephora, and I wanted to buy it so bad. It looked like it'd be so pretty. And same with the Ilia multi-stick in a fine romance. I actually have this formula, and the shade I've been using mostly as a substitute. I have it in At Last, which is like, again, kind of more say mauveglow. It's more of like a mauvey rose, not as purple or as bitten as I want, but it gets the job done and it looks really, really femme and pretty when I wear it. This is like a cheapy, plasticky little sample I got in the Sephora birthday gift. I picked the Ilia one this year. And I hate minis. I hate how this gets lost and how, like, chintzy the packaging is. I hate it. But it really shows you how much I quite like this product because I reach for this on a near daily basis, especially when I want something quick and easy for work. And I'm reaching for over things that I really do enjoy interacting with their packaging, which says a lot in my opinion. I just really wish I had it in like the actual full-size packaging, but it's okay. I still want to use this up because it doesn't have that much product in it and it's a beautiful formula. I think Ilia is a brand that a lot of people do not like, and I have never tried a bad product from Ilia. They are almost who I would consider more of like the grown-up rich Glossier more than even like a Saie or a Merit in my opinion, because they just have a similar vibe of having really, really solid formulas if you want that sort of clean Glossier aesthetic. And I don't know, their prices are always too expensive. They're very kosas like in my opinion, where it's like that is like almost every item I'm like that is $5 too much. Like you're close, but that is $5 too much. I would really love that stick blush from either Ilia or Milk. Specifically kind of want a cream stick for this because one, I want it to be like a dewy cream or liquid blush, but I've really been enjoying with the Ilia just taking a brush and like picking it up from the stick and then patting it in. It's been super easy, it looks super beautiful and dewy, so that's why this format of product is what I want the blush in eventually. So we'll see. I think this is another thing I'm probably going to get really early on in January with the kosas if I don't end up getting, you know, if someone happens to not get me it for Christmas, which is very possible and very fine, because I really want to make sure I get the use out of it, because I think in the warmer months it won't be something I'll reach for as much, but it's a look that I've been really wanting to do in these colder months, which is just one of those downsides of an enby. I think there's still more upsides right now, but I'm in the last month and I'm very much like, I'm over it, I get it, conscious consumerism, 2 thumbs up, but like, can I just like get a fucking blush? Like, it's just, I'm like, Jesus, like, can a girl have some fun? And it's like, well, girl made commitments until the end of the year, and I'm like, technically that's true, isn't it? Mucus situation continues to be chaos, by the way. Just a behind the scenes look. Next is much more of a general just sketch and idea. So this is not a good wish list item, because if I did put this on my wish list, my parents would be like, what do you want? And I'd be like, you get it? And they're like, we don't get it. I'm like, oh. I have just noticed that my brush collection has really not been doing it lately. I mostly have Real Techniques for like face brushes. Like I have a random one from Sigma from like Sephora collection. Most of my eye brushes are rephr or Real Techniques. I just think some of them have just reached the end of their lifeline and they're cheap Real Techniques and they're cheap Real Techniques brushes, so I'm not upset about that. I've had them for years, like some, like my expert face brush. I've had that since the Obama era, I'm pretty sure. So like, it's fine that it's like, okay, I was $10. Like I'm leaving this earth and going up to the place where they celebrate the fall on Real Techniques brushes. And I'm like, I get it. It's okay. Go baby girl. Thank you for your service. But that being said, I just want new brushes. I want to... Sometimes I find that I don't have the right eye brush shape, so I would really love some new eye brushes and just like more that I will use every day, but that I don't, you know, I have a very tight collection that I reach for every day, which is nice when it comes time to clean all of them, but I don't want to always be cleaning all of them, if you know what I mean. So I would really love a few more. Some of my face brushes just need replacing, or I'd be interested in exploring higher quality options. So the brands I have listed on here are like rephr, maybe Sephora collection. I really want to try the new Phytosurgence stipple brush that they released with their bronzer, because I really like a stipple brush, and I've liked the 2 brushes I've gotten from Phytosurgence before, and it's a really affordable synthetic brush. Profusion, This is random, but Emily Noel talks about how much she loves profusion brushes, like in nearly every video, and they're very affordable. And again, I'm fine with an affordable brush. Like, I'm not a bougie girl. Like, I don't see myself being a Sonia G girl or anything like that because I can't imagine wanting that. And not just wanting it, there are some things in life I have an opinion that's similar to my opinion on wine, which is that I love a spicy, dry red wine, but I am not discerning. Like, I love a $7 Trader Joe's wine. Not just the one that the wine experts recommend on TikTok, but like any of them that are $9 and are Chilean or Cab Sav or Red Blend, like I will probably enjoy. And that's because I don't like to train my palate for those things. I just don't. But I view brushes in a similar way where it's like, I don't want to buy Sonia G and then be so spoiled by them that I'm like, I can't even use my real like I'm fine just not knowing. I'm fine not knowing because I don't want to pay that much for brushes. I have a couple of rephr face ones that I like. Okay, I don't like. I use them a lot and I think they work really well. So I'd maybe be willing to pick up more. I just like don't get that like I don't know. I don't get that aroused by face brushes like or eye brushes or any makeup brushes. They're just a means to applying the products I do really love. I will say, if you have recommendations for brushes, leave them in the comments because I'm probably, again, next year after my Nova, I'm probably going to be exploring and trying to buy ones that would maybe be good for me. I know in the synthetic world, which is kind of what I prefer for face brushes, a lot of people like BK, Altino Shade. I've never tried BK. They are one of those brands that I sort of file in the category of it's gonna be shady, but it's just like one of those brands where I only see people talk about them who get them for free. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see a lot of people natively and without prior getting PR buying BK brushes. And that always, like, there's a lot of brands like that in the beauty world, and that always just, like, kind of makes me be like, I don't want to be the only one at the party buying the product. And I'm not saying like I want them to send them to me for free. I'm just saying more, if I don't see people buying them on their own accord, I don't know. It just kind of gives me a weird taste in my mouth. Anyway, so I would love some better brushes, which again is not a good wish list item, but it is what it is. It's on my wish list. I want better brushes. All right, we're going to move out of beauty and just into like sort of more, I guess, fashion technically. What I'm about to say next may not, in your opinion, be fashion. To me, it's fashion. Out of beauty, more into fashion, lifestyle things. I have on here, and I know what this means, and I'll explain it. I want a neutral, classy pair of Crocs. Because I have a pair of Crocs that I love that are bright green. And I love them. I wear them everywhere. I mean, not like everywhere, but like if I'm going out on errands, there's a big chance I'm wearing those Crocs. And they just look really bright and loud, which is fine during the summer. But now during the winter, I would love like a really dark and plummy burgundy pair. Like just a black pair even. I just want to and will wear Crocs pretty much everywhere, and I need them to go with more outfits. So this would be one I would really appreciate. A nice, neutral, classy pair of Crocs. And if you're one of those, like, you're not going to convince me the Crocs are ugly. You're just not. Like, I used to be that girl. I swear. You know what? I'm going to get mean. The same people who are disgusted by people who say moist are the same people who are disgusted by Crocs. Y'all are only disgusted by those two things because social media told you to be. No one comes out of the womb and they're like, I hate when people say moist, and I hate really comfortable, super practical clogs. Like, no one comes out. Like, society teaches us to hate comfort. Society teaches us to hate random words. So, I don't know. If you hate Crocs, maybe just reconsider, because Crocs are it. Like, Crocs are so comfortable. If you get a nice neutral color like I'm trying to, they can go with so many outfits. Dress them up, dress them down. Crocs are great. Crocs are great. And I'm sorry that you don't want to wear comfortable shoes if you don't like Crocs. That must suck to not have joy in your life. And I hope you will one day in the future. reconsider. Didn't mean to get so heated about that, but I'm just not going to take any croc slander in my comments section. Transphobia or croc slander, not welcome in clovemas, I'll tell you that much. Okay, I am really bad at remembering when to do thumbnail poses, and I totally was doing them. I didn't put on mascara. Honestly, it looks fine without mascara. But I need to put on mascara. I'm going to a party tonight, which is why the look's pretty glam. I hate this mascara, by the way. This is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. Terrible, horrible mascara. I am not a drugstore mascara girl. I'm gonna quit trying. Alright, now I have mascara. I don't even know if you can tell a difference, because that e.l.f. one, it's already dry too. It's like way too dry of a formula. I really don't like that mascara. Anyway, the cos top. So the next thing I really would love for someone to purchase for me for Christmas is a top from Cos that I actually already own, but I would love it in a different color because they have this really dark emerald hunter green one that I think would be gorgeous on me personally. And this is the very famous Hannah Louise Poston top is what I think they should name it, because I bought it I think last year because Hannah Louise Poston posted about it. And she buys one, I think she said, like every year. They have these incredible thumb holes in them. It's what I wore in my declutter, which I know a lot of people were like, what is that top? Like I got texts about it, there were comments about it. It's the Cos top. It's like this really thin wool, so it's pretty warm actually, but also good to wear if you are wearing layers and maybe are going to be in an environment where it's going to get hot again, because it's also pretty light and breathable. I don't know, it's just like a magical top. It's cut really well. The site is not size inclusive at all, so I do apologize. I mean, I didn't decide that, but I apologize for that because it's literally like small through large. It's a forgiving-ish top, but it is pretty tight. It does stretch, but it is pretty clingy to the body. So you can maybe get away if you're not used to wearing like a large with getting the large, because it is pretty long. Even though I already have this top, I have it in a sort of dirty umbre yellow mustard color. I, again, would just love that green one. I wear it all the time. Very much gender euphoria, very femme. Love the thumb holes. Works in a lot of situations. Great for work. Great for dressing up, down, whatever. It's a very comfortable top. So I would just love another one because I know I would get a lot of use out of it. And I would love to not have to pay for that other one. Next. So I have talked about this. I'm on a yoga journey. I need to start going more consistently, but life again has just been a little crazy. I am still using my mat that I got from Target and also my towel that I got from Target. I do hot yoga, so in my opinion, actually more important than the mat is the towel, because the first time I did it, I did not have a yoga towel and I could barely do it. One, because I couldn't do a lot of the stuff yet and I had to take breaks, but two, even when I was ready to not take a break and ready to like do some poses, your mat in that environment where it's like heated to like 95 plus degrees just gets so disgusting with your sweat, and I sweat a lot. So it's like a fucking slip and slide on that mat while you're trying to do down dog, and meanwhile it's acting like you're, I don't know, SeaWorld or something. It's not cute. So I bought a yoga towel from Target that's just like a cheapy one, and it works fine. My mat technically works fine. I just would love, as I invest in my practice, if I had a nicer mat that was like a little bit thicker, a little bit less thin than my Target one. Because I'm usually, if not always, practicing on hardwood floors. And I would also love a towel that's a little bit nicer. Because mine is, again, it's okay now, but it's very much just like the texture of a towel, where I know a lot of people have like nicer ones. And I would like to get it from a nicer brand, and it gets so expensive. You would be shocked the price of foam and fabric that is designated for yoga. Like, to buy the two that I would want would be at least $300, if not more, dollars for the combo I would want. So it's not something I feel like I can invest in yet, because one, I still want to start going a little bit more regularly than I have been in the last few weeks, and two, it's just way too expensive for me to buy on my own. I'm so excited for Clovemas. I'm so excited for the videos to come. Please subscribe if you want to join me on the clovemas journey. It's going to be one of light, one of love, one of healing, one of a lot of holiday spirit. And again, please give this video a like. It helps me a lot in the wild, wild west of the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for being here. This has been such a cool time for my channel, and it's a great time to have something that I really care about and that I can lead on, I'll say. So just thank you for being here. It really does mean a lot to me, especially as I'm still like a very small creator. I notice pretty much everything. So if you comment, if you like, if you subscribe, I notice that, and thank you. Thank you so much. And I will see you for the rest of the days of Clovemas, I hope. Bye, y'all.